Last time we were thinking about that little word, Abba, the word that tells us that because of Jesus, we have a relationship of unconditional love with God, a relationship with God that's intimate, a relationship of child to parent. Hallowed be your name, or may your name be held holy, is the next line of the Lord's Prayer in Luke's version. And we move dramatically from the idea of an intimate relationship with God to the idea that God is holy and other. This is a stunning paradox, and we shouldn't rush over it. It's the paradox that we can understand God to be both cosmic and infinite, and yet intimately concerned with what happens to us. In the life of Jesus, we see this at special points. One reading for this week is the story of the stilling of the storm, when Jesus walks to his disciples across the water. It's a story of shock and awe. The disciples are terrified at the forces of nature, and yet Jesus is shown to have power over these forces as he walks towards them. And what he says to them is intimate and it's comforting. He says, "It's me. Don't be afraid." In those first two lines of the Lord's Prayer, we have the cosmic and the intimate brought together just as they were in the life of Jesus. And as we pray, "May your name be held holy," we remind ourselves that the one with whom we have this intimate, loving relationship is the Holy God. This week, we'll also look at readings across the Old Testament that tell us how the people of God have used prayers of blessing and thanksgiving and the calling out to God as the Holy One, as a way of understanding his graciousness to us in allowing us to participate in his work of creation, of sustaining the universe, and his work of saving the world. This is a deep, deep mystery, and yet it's full of blessing and thanksgiving for us. In next time's readings, we'll look at how this attitude to God, of understanding his holiness and power, of blessing him, and in him blessing creation, turns us outward and leads us to look for his kingdom here on earth.